Breaking news. We just learned an accident this morning in Virginia Beach claimed 3 lives. Police tell us it happened on Shore Drive, not far from Diamond Springs Road.
13 News Now reporter Robert Boyd is live there with what we know so far about this accident. Robert.
Well, the crash happened around 9:40 this morning. You take a look behind me. As you can see, both vehicles involved still on scene. Actually, they just towed one of them away. As you can see, the other one still sitting here on the back of this tow truck. Here's what happened. The BMW involved in this crash was going eastbound on Shore Drive when the driver lost control and crossed over the median, striking the Hyundai, which you're looking at right over here, which was going westbound. Both the driver and passenger of that BMW were killed, and the driver of the Hyundai were also killed. You take a look now, you can see how much damage was caused to that BMW. As you see the tow truck driving past us right now as we speak, a ton of front end damage and passenger side damage. It's not surprising that unfortunately both people inside that car were killed, and right now they're not releasing the names of those victims. That'll probably be at least another 12 hours or so before those are released, and the cause of this crash still under investigation. But you do have to wonder, considering how wet the roads are and how much it's rained today, you have to wonder if weather was a factor. And we'll continue to be out here at 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock. If we get any new information, we'll be sure to bring it to you. Live in Virginia Beach, Robert Boyd, 13 News Now.